Hi everyone, this week is Parshas Pinchas, and I'm making this recording from Eugene, Oregon. Eugene, Oregon is where Nike, the sportswear company, was founded many, many years ago. And if you remember, they have a very famous, maybe they still have that famous saying, which is, just do it. Well, let me tell you, Debbie and I, we're finishing up our last leg of our 12-day vacation out west, and we were looking for a community to spend Shabbos in, and we were going to be in Oregon with our son Aaron. And I reached out to many of the rabbis and shuls, and beginning of summer, it's always hard to find a rabbi that might be around because they're taking care of their families and getting their vacations in order. But there was one rabbi, Rabbi David Zitter, who, when I reached out to him, could not have been more welcoming. And so we decided that's going to be our location for Shabbat. Behind me is his home, but it's also the synagogue in which he is the rabbi, Avas Torah. Well, we got here. We had a beautiful Shabbos. We met some wonderful, warm people of his congregation. A modest congregation, but still very warm indeed. And last night, Motzei Shabbos, my wife and I were talking about just his goodness, and he was just so joyful that we were here, and his positive attitude is simchas hachayim. That's what it is, just so genuine. We also enjoyed the company of one of his sons, Shimon. Excuse me. And so here's where the story gets interesting. We read Parshas Pinchas this week. And what is Pinchas? What is the reward for turning back God's anger and creating and restoring peace between Hashem and his people? Pasuk tells us in chapter 25, verse 12, I'm going to give you and your family this bris shalom. And Rashi points out, and Rashi is trying to teach, what does it mean? That when a person does a solid, does a favor for someone, you're indebted to them with gratitude. And so Hashem says, I'm indebted to you because you did something good for me. I want to do something good for you. So, in general, the rabbi opened his home, opened up his community to us, and for that alone, we are grateful. But the story gets better. For some reason, last night on Motzei Shabbos, Debbie and I were talking, and we were just extolling his praises, Rabbi Zitter's praises. And she said, do you have any idea? She asked me, where did he sleep last night? I go, I don't really know. I'm sure he has a bed in the house, whatever. Well, this morning I discovered the answer. On my way to daven this morning, in the house to the shul, again the same house, I opened up the door to the hallway to the shul, and on the floor, on a mattress, is Rabbi Zitter sleeping. I was shocked. I could not believe it. Here was this man, this Rav, who gave up his beds for Debbie and I to be comfortable to Shabbos. Talk about taking Hachnosas Archim to a new level. Debbie and I, we have prided ourselves in doing our best to always have an open home. When someone needs a place, to give them a place, to stay for Shabbat, overnight, whatever. But we have never, ever, in almost the 40 years that we were married, ever had to give up our beds or ever to give up our beds for someone who needed a place to sleep. Rabbi Zitter has taught us what it really means to be Achnosas Orchim. We are truly, truly indebted to him with great gratitude, as Hashem should bless him with a bris shalom for him and his family in this week's parsha. As Nike says, just do it, huh? It's a lot easier said than done. But Rabbi Zitter, you have taught us with simchas zechayim, you just do it when the opportunity arises. So we thank him for opening his home here up in Eugene, Oregon, and hopefully we will learn and take that lesson with us to inspire us to also do what we have to do to open our homes, open our hearts to those that are in need. If you like what you hear, please pass it on. Please consider subscribing. I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom.